It's the NFL on EA Sports, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Jets and the Bucs coming up next.
The cannons of the pirate ship ready to fire in the north end zone. We can only be one place. Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa, the home of the Buccaneers. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. Greg, love this matchup. We got a couple of defensive-minded teams in this one. They love to press the quarterback. They press those wide receivers on the corners. Man, points are going to be tough to come by in this one.
And as good as the defenses think they're going to be entering today's game, Mike, I think it really flips the pressure on the opposing offenses. Make the most of your opportunities. Each possession matters.
The kicker, Chase McLaughlin, will get this one started. And off we go from Tampa. Set to return is Xavier Gibson. Oh, he's got room past the 30. So the Jets offense ready to take over for the first time. They're led by their quarterback out of Ohio State, first-round pick Justin Fields.
And he's coming off a game where he's pretty much held in check for the majority of the contest. He had a couple nice throws here and there, and I think that's what gives this team hope that he is the quarterback for the future, Mike, because when he's on, it looks like big boy football. The problem is they just don't see it enough. He didn't get into any sort of established rhythm, never found the end zone, and of course he had the one interception. I think today, get him off to a good start. Get an idea of what the defense is looking to do to counter you, and find some easy layups to get this quarterback going. I think last week they weren't able to do it, and if they don't find early success today, I have a feeling the result might not be all that different.
Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. So the Tampa Bay offense set to work for the first time in this one. And they're led by the #1 overall pick back in 2018. Greg, it is Baker Mayfield at quarterback.
We both could get the sense from talking to him this week leading up to today's game, Mike, just the amount of pressure he felt that was on his shoulders and, frankly, in the entire locker room. They need to get their first win. When you study NFL history, starting a season 0-3, not many teams have ever made the playoffs in the Super Bowl era, only 6. So if they want to get a chance to find themselves in the playoff hunt, if they just want to get their season on track, a win today is going to go a long way.
Here comes Otten in motion. Right back to Irving. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. Tony Adams there on the stop. 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Mayfield. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
The most important stat, Mike, to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential, your ability to protect the ball and on defense, take the ball away. And for any offense, that's even more critical when you have the ball on your side of the field.
Now fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. The Jets offense ready to get going with their second possession. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. They try again. It's 2nd and 10. In motion comes Lazard. Fields now on 2nd down. He'll get it into the hands of Garrett Wilson. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. On the run, here's Hall. He'll work forward to the 40-yard line. Hassan Reddick there to make the play. You get a look there at his numbers on the ground from a week ago. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. From the shotgun, it's Fields. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Bucs offense ready for their 2nd possession. They had a disappointing quick 3-and-out on that opening drive. So they'll try it again here in a scoreless game with 1st and 10. Baker gonna give it to Irving. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
Here comes Otten in motion. On the ground, it's Irving. And he'll get this down inside the 40-yard line. A gain of 7 yards. 2nd down and 3. That's thrown quickly, taken in by Godwin. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mayfield. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. So Chase McLaughlin will come in, and they'll try a field goal. This one from 54 yards out. McLaughlin's kick is good. And the Buccaneers will take a 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Jets offense starting to trot out for this next possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. In motion comes Lazard. Quick throw, taken in, and that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. They will run it over center with Hall. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. Levante David doing his work on defense. Here's 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Hall. call it a gain of 13. And the Jets have a first down.
There's a big conversation going on right now around the NFL about what is the true value of having a run game. And I've always thought it comes down to being good at three situations. Can you run the ball in the fourth quarter with a lead? How well can you run the ball on the goal line? And then in this case, how well can you run the ball in short yardage situations?
Reynolds is the motion man here. Off the play action, here's Fields. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
Now a second down throw for Fields. That's caught. It's Braylon Allen. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down. In motion comes Lazard. Fields from the gun on third down. Open man is Lazard. He's got it. That's the second time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They put Wilson in motion. Second down, it's Fields. He'll get this out to the left flat, and that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, New York.
They'll run with the former Badger, Braylon Allen. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. 3-0 is our score. We'll have more from Tampa after this. Second and 11. Here comes Hall on this toss to the right. They've converted twice on third down on this drive. Now facing 3rd and 3. Back to throw is Fields. And he's in. Alan Lazard. Touchdown, Jets. His first touchdown of the new campaign. Now the try for an extra point. It's up and good. And the Jets move out to a 7-3 lead.
Buccaneers 3.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here's the Tampa Bay offense. They're going to take over once more. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. He finds Mr. Reliable, Mike Evans. And he's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. 2nd and a yard. Here's carry number 1 for Rashad White. And that'll be a gain of 2 and a first down.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. Second and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
That's a 44-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
Now Mayfield. This pass is caught by Cade Otton. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Baker going to hand it to White. He'll take this down to the 43. A short pickup there. Here's a second and 9.
Brings up second and 9.
A give. This is Irving. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
They'll run over center with White. He'll be stopped after a short gain to about the 30. That's Jermaine Johnson there on the stop. Second down and 8. On the handoff, it's Irving. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. They need to get this to the 23. Here's third down. To throw is Mayfield. We'll drop this underneath to White. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down. So Chase McLaughlin will come in, and they'll try a field goal. This, a 44-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bucs are back within 1. It's 7-6.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Jets offense and quarterback Justin Fields make their way back out. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with first and 10. The drive begins with a run, and it's Hall. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
I fumbled the football. The Bucs have it. And there it is. The defense comes up with the big play, forcing the fumble as they get their offense right back on the field. Coming up, Greg, with a big turnover.
Taking the ball away, Mike, has really become an art form in the NFL. Some teams are good at it, some teams not so much. But in this case, great job by the defense taking that one away.
The Buccaneers offense and their running back, Bucky Irving, ready to hit the field again. They'll start with the football already in the red zone. Big opportunity here on first and 10. To throw is Mayfield. Godwin working the right side. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Second and 6 at the Jets 7-yard line.
On second down, a run with Irving. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to third down.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it third and 2.
They'll try to run this one in.
Fourth down and 1.
They can still pick up a first down here, and they'll line up to go for it on fourth down. They'll go. It's White, and he will power his way into the end zone. Rashad White, touchdown, Tampa Bay. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench, going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field, and results in a nice touchdown.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. To return, it's Isaiah Davis. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. So now the Jets offense ready to take over once more. The deficit, 6 points. A touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. Reynolds is the motion man here. They go play action with Fields. He's going to run it. And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play. We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Trying the left side, here's Hall. Lots of space, past the 45. A big play there on 2nd down, but we do have a flag on the field. And that's in an area where usually this play gets erased. Here's Fields. It is brought in by Josh Reynolds. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Taylor, the tight end, is in motion. First down throw there is incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
3rd down and 9. Throwing is Fields. Taking off, he'll try to get there. A big play for the Jets. 31 yards.
You certainly can't fault the secondary here. The coverage was almost too good downfield on 3rd down. The quarterback realized quickly there was nowhere for him to go with the ball, decides to become a runner. He's able to pick up the 1st down and some.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I back from Tampa after a timeout. Here's 1st and 10. Fields. Quickly to the outside and complete.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
They put Wilson in motion. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. A throw left side, taken in by Wilson. On 1st and 10, Fields. And this one's going to be a loss of yardage. He's marked out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Now, Fields. Quick slant into the hands of Wilson. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Fields. Got his man at the 6. And he will have a 1st down, but I don't think that's going to stand. They're already heading backwards. The task now, a really tough one. 3rd and very long. Now Fields. They'll set up the screen to Hall. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the 1st down. So it's going to bring up 4th down. His kick will split the uprights. It's good. And the Jets will cut the lead from 6 down to 3.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
On the return is Trey Palmer. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bucs offense going to take over here in the final minute of this 1st half. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mayfield. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Mayfield. To the left side, to Godwin. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. Timeout here, Tampa Bay. That is their 2nd, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this 1st half. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Throwing is Baker. That's caught. It's Bucky Irving. Now the Jets going to use the 1st of their timeouts. Clock is stopped with 26 seconds until the break. Here's Gibson to return. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. The Jets offense going to take over just before the half. We'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Fields. They'll look to set up the screen here.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
He was looking for Garrett Wilson there, and it's going to be 3rd down. Fields now. Looking deep for Lazard. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this 1st half. No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for 4th down. Fields to throw for it. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The 1st half has come to an end.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll begin our tour out at Nissan Stadium in Nashville, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Josh Downs, a touchdown catch in the victory. From there, let's head to Philly to see what's happening with the Eagles. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting L.A. Rams. Jalen Hurts, 2 touchdown passes as his guys remain unbeaten. Lastly, we head to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough to check on the Patriots. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Pittsburgh Steelers. Aaron Rodgers, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This was a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up, Palmer now to return. Now an opening past the 30. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The Buccaneers offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll run it. It's Irving. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. This one on target to Godwin. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. Mayfield to throw. Now, screen set up for Irving. Good looking screen play there, a gain of 11 and a 1st down.
Well, they finally are able to convert on a 3rd down. And, Mike, when you look back at a box score, some of the biggest indications of how well the game went, of course, you don't want to turn the ball over. How do you execute in the red zone? And then how are you on 3rd down? 3rd downs typically lead to long drives. Long drives tend to lead to points. It's not a real complicated formula. Stay on the field. The more snaps, the more plays, the better.
On the handoff, it's White. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Automatic 1st down.
1st and 10 now from the 36. Baker to throw. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass falls incomplete. He'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. To throw is Mayfield. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. On 3rd down, it's White. And a determined run there inside the 40. It's a gain of 9 yards.
The defense is willing to just give up that run every single time. I mean, they're going to leave guys as far back as they can to protect the sticks. And in this case, flow to the ball, make an open field tackle, get off the field.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Buccaneers will extend their 3rd quarter lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The visitors' offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. They'll run. This is Hall. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5. Another run here with Hall. And he's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
On first down, they go right back to Hall. He'll get this to about midfield. Levante David doing his work on defense. Now an injury timeout, and that's Breece Hall, who is struggling a bit after that play. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. To throw is Fields. This one caught by Lazard. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Taylor, the tight end, is in motion. A first down throw for Fields. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. On the give, this is Allen. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Throwing is Fields. That's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
On now comes the punt team for the Jets. That's going to be out of bounds, no return. And the drive's going to start just inside the 20-yard line. The Buccaneers offense make their way out to take over once more. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Here comes Otten in motion. He'll go again here with Irvin. And he'll only get it to the 26-yard line, setting up 2nd and long. 3rd down, 3 to go.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now Mayfield. That's caught. It's Evans. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Here's Mayfield working from the pistol. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
At the 46-yard line.
Here comes Otten in motion. On play action, Mayfield. Now he takes off. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a 1st down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play. except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
On 1st and 10, here's Baker. This one complete. It's Jalen McMillan. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Buccaneers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Mayfield to throw it here on 1st down. And he'll be taken down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. 1st down and goal. To throw is Mayfield. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to fit that one in to Mike Evans. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts. Here now, 2nd down and goal. Baker going to give it to Irving. And he churns out some of the hard yards in this area of the field, working it to the 3-yard line. Big play coming up, 3rd and goal. Here's Mayfield. To the back of the end zone. He's got it. Jalen McMillan. Touchdown, Tampa. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
That'll be caught, and he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points. Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. Gibson now on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to see what they can do. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
Now a 2nd down throw for Fields. They'll set up the screen to Hall. Good looking screen play there. A gain of 11 and a 1st down.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Jets.
On the handoff, it's Allen. And a short pickup, too. About the 42-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Fields. Look at the big guy rumble. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15.
Complete to number 80.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
They can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. Here comes Hall on this toss to the right. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Second down. It's Fields. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Working out of the gun, it's Fields. He'll try and get there on the ground.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Jets will cut into that lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Palmer now to return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The home team's offense getting set to get back to work. And after a slow start to the year, they put it together so far in this one. Trying to avoid the 0-3 start and looking good to do that right now. Mayfield to throw on 1st and 10. Down the field, it's Evans. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 72 yards. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. These scores have to be a relief to this team, Greg. Looking at going 0-3 instead, a 4th quarter lead, and it looks like win number 1 is on the way.
Absolutely, and at this stage of the season, still being early, this is about as close to a must-win as it gets. Historically, teams that avoid 0-3 starts by getting back to 1-2, the likelihood of them being in that playoff picture is drastically different. So, big win today when they needed it the most.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. Gibson now on the return. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The visitors' offense ready to get back to work. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. Fields. He'll get that to Wilson.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Fields now on 2nd down. Quick hitting slant there. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Fields now to throw on 1st down. Quickly to the outside and complete.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and
that's over the middle and intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole.
Baker Mayfield and the Bucs ready to get back to work. Eddie has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. First and 10. Here's Irving into the secondary, past the 40. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
Now the Bucs will take their first timeout. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it first and 10. Right back to Irving. And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up second and short.
34-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
Here comes Otten in motion. On second down, a run with Irving. And he's going to fight forward. Didn't get a whole lot, but it's going to be enough to move the chains. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Baker going to hand it to White. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, Mike, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the fourth quarter, which typically means I had the lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
Tristan Wirfs, former first-round pick, with the flag. Here's a give up the middle with White. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. So they go backwards on first down. Here's second and 13. They'll go again with White. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold them to 2 and bring up third down.
A gain of 2 makes it 3rd and 11.
Throwing is Baker. Look at that. Slinged it across his body and connected. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
It's 4th down.
So Chase McLaughlin will come in, and they'll try a field goal. This one from 39 yards out. Another one through the uprights. He's 4 for 4 on the game. And the Bucs add on to their lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Jets offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Here's Fields. To the right side here, pass is caught. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. On 1st and 10, Fields. That's to the right side and incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And that will get them back on schedule. Good pickup of 7, sets up 3rd and 3. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. Fields to throw for it. He gets this one complete to Reynolds. And he's going to have the Jets' 1st down. They wind up with a gain of 11 on 4th down. To throw is Fields. They'll try to hit him with a screen. That was not what they were hoping for. He's going to go out of bounds behind the line. A loss on that one.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
And that one's incomplete, but a late flag comes in. Looked like he might have gotten there early. So not quite 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. He'll get up and clock it and does it with just a little over 40 seconds to play. Fields from the gun on 3rd down. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. Fields to throw. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. Greg, there's nothing like a quarterback who can take a play that's not in the playbook and bring it to life and bring it to the end zone for a touchdown.
These are the most difficult plays for a defense to defend because you think you do everything right. You have all the receivers covered. You're able to force the quarterback off his initial spot, but sometimes you just can't teach athlete, Mike. And in this case, he said, all right, here's nowhere to go with the ball. I'm just going to tuck it and do it myself.
Buccaneers 34, Jets 20.
This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
The Bucs offense ready to get back at it. As we look back at some of the highlights of this one, you'll see a lot of them, Greg, coming from the passing game. They've done a nice job picking the defense apart.
Yeah, and I think that's the right way to say it. It hasn't necessarily been just a bunch of deep shots, a bunch of explosives. It's been more methodical. It's been precise. They've really been all over their execution, and this is about as close to a complete performance as you're going to see from any offense throughout the course of this season.
2nd and 11. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So, fire the cannons. It's a win for the Bucs. And right away, you can point to the turnover battle. Always key. Tells the story so often. It did here again today. Their offense didn't turn it over at all. They finished on the plus side with the takeaways. And as a result, they're going to come away with the victory.